Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing Vanguard. Any other story?
Okay, so I have a story of the bus driver. They said the driver of an 18-seater bus that caught fire and claimed the lives of 16 travelers on Tuesday due to the explosion of a gas cylinder. There was a gas cylinder in the car. They said the bus caught fire while in motion and didn't have fire extinguisher in it. And all the vehicles we stopped to get a fire extinguisher also didn't have. They said they also called the fire service and they said they were coming, but they never showed up. Wow. And they said the public education officer of the Ogun State Sector Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps, that's Ms. Florence Ope, she said that there were 21 of them, but that 16 of them, 60 persons were burnt beyond recognition and making it impossible to ascertain the agendas at the scene. And then while three others sustained injuries and were rushed to the Federal Medical Center at Titiaba, but they said the driver has been arrested. Nothing happened to him.
So the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has rejected call for the resignation of the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, following allegations of sexual harassment against him by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. This is as Pan-Niger Delta Forum, that's PANDEF, has accused the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, of politicizing the issue. So CAN, speaking through his chairman for the 19 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory, Reverend Joseph Hayab, described the dispute as shameful and unfortunate and called for national leaders to mediate to protect the integrity of the National Assembly. He says there's a need for elders to step in. Akpabio and Natasha have people they respect and regard. Members of the National Assembly must take responsibility in handling this matter. So they stated this while they had a media engagement in Kaduna. They also strongly opposed demands for Akpabio's resignation, saying that it is premature and unjustified as there's no concrete evidence that has been established against him. He says any group calling for Akpabio's resignation should desist, as no one has been proven guilty in this matter. Taking sides will only escalate tensions. Allegations of sexual harassment must be treated with seriousness, but also with fairness and sobriety. So, but on the other hand, PANDEF condemns politicization of the allegations. They said PANDEF had accused the Arewa Consultative Forum, that's the ACF, of exploiting allegations to advance political agenda aimed at discrediting southern leaders and restoring power to the northern Nigeria in 2027. So they made a statement yesterday by the National Publicity Secretary, Dr. Obiewuvi Ominimini. And they said that their claims of bias against northern senators were that those claims are an attempt to incite regional tensions and undermine President Bola Tinubu's administration. They now quoted there was a time a northern senator was suspended under, a southern senator was suspended under a northern leadership, blah, 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 blah. Just finding ways to give it an ethnic coloration, which is not what we need right now. Laws are laws, rules are rules. If there's disagreement in the houses, Senate House or House of Assembly, there are rules that will guide how. Right? Yes, this is CAN.
CAN talking like this?
No. CAN have said their own is between PANDEF and ACF. Now PANDEF is accusing Arewa that they are trying to use this northern coloration to cover whatever is going to happen. Please, we don't need that right now.
All right, so moving on now to the Nigerian Tribune. Unfortunately, we don't have any major headlines, so we picked a few stories in Tribune. So the story I picked in Tribune was the president names Olujimi as Accountant General of the Federation. So yesterday, our President Tinubu appointed Shamsuddin Babatunde Ogunjimi as the new Accountant General of the Federation, and he'll be taking over from the incumbent Oluwatoyin Imade, who will retire and starts March 7th. I like the CV of the new Accountant General. Olujimi graduated from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in 1990 with the Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. He also obtained Masters in the University of Lagos. So he's homegrown. I like those homegrown people. He's fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria and taxation, and he's well experienced and versed in this area. So I'm really happy, and congratulations to him and his entire team as they take on the next chapter of governance. Okay. Tribune, any other story in the Nigerian Tribune before we go to leadership?
Leadership or Guardian?
Okay.
You have Tribune? You don't have anything Tribune?
No. I have Guardian.
Oh, you have Guardian.
Yes.
Let me start with Guardian. Guardian, anxiety as federal government tightens noose on MDAs with new payment platform. I'm not sure any other story you guys took. But
I took one insight. So it's federal government may shut Abuja Airport Terminal over illegal activities.
What is the illegal activity?
So the federal government said they are considering shutting down the General Aviation Terminal, that's GAT, of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, following reports that the VIP section of the airport has become a hub for money laundering, drug and human trafficking, among other criminal activities. So the Guardian reports that the GAT is the wing dedicated to private jet owners and other aircraft charter services at the airport. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, received a report of a 7-member ministerial task force on illegal private charter operations and related matters, and they said the issue of illegal charter operations by private jets and aircraft owners who obtain licenses under the permit for non-commercial flights, that's the PNCF, but use the aircraft for illegal transactions have become endemic in the aviation sector. He said, when I resumed office, they said I should let it go, because principally it was difficult to regulate holders of the permit for non-commercial flights in this country, as those that are involved are untouchables. They have a hair in society. But he says, my background, both from civil society and before I became minister, was as a prosecutor with the EFCC for years. My duty is to touch the untouchable. That is my duty. I was trained to touch the untouchable. So he said they've identified the problem as a national security issue, and the inability of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, to regulate the operations of those PNCF holders have led to illegal charter services that, since the services could not be checked or tracked, they have facilitated a lot of money laundering through their drug and human trafficking and illegal entry and exit into the country, and that has to stop. So he commended the committee that came up with the report and said they are going to work to see if they need to shut down that space, they will shut it down to clear out all of those illegal criminals.
Yeah,
they are untouchables.
Yes.
We like this kind of leaders.
Yes. They are the
cream
de la
going
cream of
in.
the society.
Yes, so they are
let me
really
see
going,
how
they
they
are
can
really-
touch them.
They
And if they
touch
will
them.
tell us the names of the people that they touch.
Okay, I don't know if you guys are following this United States China tariff issue with Canada. China has initiated a legal proceeding at the World Trade Organization over an additional 10% U.S. tariff on Chinese goods. The Commerce Ministry announced yesterday this unilateral imposition of tariffs by the United States violates the WTO rules and undermines the foundation of the U.S.-China Economic Trade Cooperation. And this is getting really messy because, I mean, Trump is just on a roll. And here, the spokesman of the in China put out a tweet yesterday saying that the fentanyl issue was a flimsy excuse to raise U.S. tariffs on Chinese imports. If war is what the U.S. wants, be it a tariff war, be it a trade war, or any other type of war, we are ready to fight till the end. Now, that is a very scary statement to be tweeted on this matter. But for those of us that are following the story, I mean, even the Canada too responded firmly yesterday. I mean, I'm just so scared. This one that Trump is just having this increase. I don't know what's going on.
He
Everybody
doesn't have advisors.
I don't understand, but I just hope that this, especially China not the look person. China is already threatening that if his war is what he wants, they are ready.
They are world power to themselves.
They are world power, and they have the population.
Yes,
It just shows you the power of leadership.
The legal proceeding at the WTO and see how that goes. Any other story in Guardian, or should we go to leadership?
Let's go to leadership.
Leadership, let's find a story. Ex-immigration CG Paradang found dead in Abuja hotel. Reps ask MultiChoice to reverse subscription hike. Nigeria secures $50.8 billion investment to strengthen global trade. And National Assembly positioning Nigeria for a $1 trillion economy by 2030. Okay.
So I have the story from the House of Rep. So the House of Representative, the statement was, it was moved by the member representing Uredo Federal Constituency of Edo State, Honorable Esosa, and he said that he moved it on Tuesday, asking that the hike be reversed. He said the House mandates his Committee on Commerce to investigate MultiChoice arbitrary increase in subscription price to ensure the implementation of a cost-effective policy. And in the statement, it was the fact that the recent announcement of hike in subscription would affect a lot of people because it is a dominant position. MultiChoice is in a dominant position, and that in pay TV and the increase in price would have widespread impact and put consumers under undue pressure. So they've asked that this is because many people are taking to social media to complain and express their frustration over the frequent price hike without corresponding improvement in services and the government's aloof stand. So, and based on the fact that they are accusing the government of not taking a conscious stand against the price hike. The House of Rep has said they should stay on that price hike. And I remember that on Monday we took the story that even FCCPC has asked that there be a stay on that price as well until they look into it. But the news that is out is they've implemented that hike already. So we're waiting to see how the government would play out. But on the side of people don't want to hear any other price hike because every other thing seems to be going up.
Everything is going up.
And things are coming down. No, we're not shouting. I hear fuel is coming down.
That one not trending.
Food,
they like the bad news.
Some food items.
Yes,
some
food items are coming down.
Yes, now,
Fruit is going up.
Fruit is going up because of
fruit
our
is going up. Which
fasting.
fruit are you buying that is going up?
Fruit?
I got banana
Watermelon.
one. I got banana.
Watermelon is
gold.
4,000
Pineapple
now.
is gold right
Actually,
now.
Watermelon is
I bought it
expensive. Yeah.
But either which, we are still here. That is all we can tell. There's a story we want to take. We ran out of time. When we now special feature, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.